What's up, everybody? It's Jesse from Aesthetics. Welcome back to the channel. We're here inside the garage tonight, and I got a couple of things to unbox. Most of it came from Clean Garage, and then I actually forgot about something that I had ordered, but that also came in from Detailed Image. So I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing here, show off some of the product, and let you guys know what I plan to do with it moving forward. So without further ado, we'll get into the box from the Clean Garage first. I've already opened this just to make sure like all the right amount of pieces were there. But what I've got here are a couple of organizing racks from Poka Premium. More specifically, these are the racks that I'm going to be storing my polishers on, along with pads and compounds and everything that I need to do paint correction at my garage here in Bayport. So I'm not exactly sure which ones are which. I have a general idea, but we'll get these opened up here and we'll go through them one by one. So let's get this box open first. I think that's just about all of them. All right, one more here. There we go. All right, no, apparently not. A couple more on this side. On this edge here. All right. So we got this first one opened up. Let's take this one out. Let's get some cardboard, plenty of plastic wrap. Just kind of get right into this. And here we go. So these are what I think really nice sort of just black. I don't know if they're powder coated or anodized, but metal rack. So this is the outside wall facing you guys. Here's the inside with the two mounting points right there. You get that nice laser cut logo on the side, which is a nice detail there. And this rack here is their 15-inch rack. This is something that I'm going to mount on the wall, and I'll be storing either coatings, whether they're in the box or in bottles, or some of my compounds and polishes, just to kind of keep those bottles, at an arm's reach right there. And so that's the first thing out of the box here. Let's see what else we got. They have a really nice finish to them. They're not so heavy that they're not good to hang on the wall. Obviously they're designed for that, but they do feel like nice and sturdy. They're not like a cheap, like, it's like some of those metals, they kind of feel like a tin can. Definitely doesn't have that feel to it at all, which is nice. And this is my first time ordering something like this, so I don't have any other previous experience with Poka Premium. I saw that Clean Garage carried their stuff, as well as some racks from another company. Theirs were more of like a brushed metal type of finish, and I did like those as well. They didn't have everything that I wanted in stock for that line from, I think, Beads it was, but everything I needed I was able to find from Poka Premium. And I also have a lot of like white and gray in the garage, so I think adding some black to the walls is going to give everything a nice contrast. Now, this rack here, all right, so this is the outward facing side. This is going to be for storing some of my polishing pads, all right? And not only will it stack and organize them, but it has a cutout at the bottom, so it basically acts as a feeder, meaning I can take one out from the bottom, and then automatically that row of pads will just fall, and the next one will be available. As I clean and dry the pads, fresh ones go on top, and so it's really good for helping you like rotate your stock. So you're not just using one pad like all the time, and all of a sudden that one's shot, and then you have like a bunch of brand new pads. You'll kind of wear everything down together. So that was something that really attracted me to a rack system like this, whether it was from Poka Premium or anywhere else. So these are going to fit my 3-inch pads in them. So somewhere else in this box, I have another rack for my, my 6-inch pads. So let's see what comes out next. This box was pretty light, so I'm going to guess maybe this is some mounting hardware. I'm not sure if I ordered anything else from them. All right, this is anticlimactic. This is just a box of replacement trigger sprayers. I just keep these in inventory. I order a bunch every year, so just got a bunch of those there. We'll set that to the side. I have a feeling this is my 6-inch rack. Things are going a little more smoothly after struggling with that first box a bit. Yeah, so here we go. Find the opening, that's right there. Like a kid on Christmas. I actually don't think I unwrapped this many gifts for myself this past Christmas. I probably unwrapped more today already. I'm only kidding, my family takes care of me. Yeah, here we go. So this one, so that'll be for my 6-inch pads, and same type of setup. Holds everything in the top, it's got the cutout, so it's automatically feeding at the bottom, right? Nice difference in size there. These are gonna look great on the wall. I can't wait to get these up. I'm looking over there because I have a feeling that's where I'm gonna be putting all this stuff. So we've got, so far, one of the shelves, we've got the 3-inch holder, and we've got the 6-inch holder here. This has got this nice like octagon shape to it. I do kind of wish that both of them, the 3-inch and the 6-inch, mimicked the same shape. But I think that's a little detail that I could live without. I'm just happy to have something like this, and that I won't be, I'm looking at my toolbox over here. I won't be, flipping open a toolbox and just having all the pads stuffed in there together. This is the next step in organizing things. So I'll set that one down below. And then I got one more box in here for now. This one's all stapled shut and everything, so let's figure out the best way to open this, probably from the top here. Yes, beautiful. Here we go. So we'll open that, let's turn this upside down, get this out here. All right, and we're losing stuff already. That didn't take that long. Those are just some of the gaskets here. So let me get plastic off this, and we'll bust this one open. So you guys are looking at the back side of it here. I've got the front side facing me. That's going to have to wait just a second. And so this is the last rack for now that I've ordered, and the biggest of them all. So this is their dual polisher holder. That piece that I had dropped is like a little rubber gasket that goes around this part right here. But basically, this part will be facing outward on the wall. I've got the mounting points facing me, and I'll be able to rest my Mark III right here. I've also got the 3-inch Rupes, and so that'll be going right there. Now, coincidentally, these little cutouts on the side, they actually hold a nano perfectly. So originally what I was looking for was like, all right, I'm gonna have this rack to hold my 6-inch and my 3-inch machine. Like, they actually sell a standalone nano holder, but I saw, I'm not sure whose page it was on, but I saw someone who had their nano hung right here, and I was like, well, I could just kill all those birds with one stone and order this one. So while these are hanging here, basically the cords will feed right into here, tuck in nicely. This will keep everything else concealed behind it. And that's pretty much, my storage solution for my polishers and my pads and my compounds And I'm really excited to have stuff like this. Now that the garage is done, I get to start adding things to it and you know, figuring out how I'm gonna organize the garage here. So I'm sure that it's only a matter of time before like there's more stuff coming on the way into the garage. But for now, this will get my polishers out of the bag. It'll get my pads out of the toolbox. Everything will be on the wall, within eye shot, at an arm's reach, and we'll just make things that much more accessible. It'll make me that much more efficient, and it'll just make it that much easier to handle paint corrections in my new workspace here. So, you know, big shout out to Clean Garage for getting this to me. I mean, I'm in Long Island, they're in Pennsylvania, so I think it was only like 2 days, the shipping. They got it here super quick. Everything was in stock, ready to go, and I'm sure once these are up and on the wall, I'll figure out, you know, the next set of shelves and racks to get in here, because there are a couple of other things that I know I want to store. So things like coatings and brushes, and probably even gonna want to get my towels up on some type of shelving, because right now I'm reaching into bins and things like that, which is fine. They're organized. I've been detailing for years like that, but it's definitely time for a change. Other than that, that's my unboxing of my polishing machines and pad racks from Poka Premium, courtesy of Clean Garage. I'm sure I'll put together a video of getting these up on the wall. I may even decide to just time-lapse the install and add it on the end of this video. Who knows? But sure enough, you guys will see some updates along the way. Now, as a bonus, there is one other box I got that came from Detailed Image, and I had totally forgot that I ordered this. So when it came in, I was pretty excited about it. So let me get that out and show you guys. And this will also help me get a lot more efficient with my, my paint corrections. So these aren't it, but these are a couple of brushes. I saw these on the site. It was kind of an impulse buy. I'm a little bit of a gear hound. I couldn't help myself. But you've got these really nice stitch and seam brushes here. The, you know, the typical brush, I'll grab one. Right, so these are like the work stuff brushes, and I do love these. I mean, I use these as much as possible, and they're really, really good. But there's nothing like having a dedicated tool for when you're getting into areas like stitching on leather seats, or when you're doing the trim around like gear shifters. A lot of times there's this really fine ridge in there, and you can kind of get in there with this, but it takes like a little bit of effort here. I mean, it's gonna be, you know, 1, 2, hit it with the steamer, and we're out of there. So I've gotten 2 of these. I've got a nice sort of like boar hair bristle one, nice and soft. This one's a little bit stiffer, so I could see myself using this one for maybe more of the stuff around like dash and trim, or the gear shifter, or if there's like an emblem on the outside and there's some wax or polish that I'm trying to get out from in between a letter. I picked up both of these, so these are nice little additions to the toolbox there. But the thing that I was really excited about is this guy right here, which is the System 4000 from Lake Country. This is their proprietary pad washing system. And the reason I'm really excited about this is because it's super versatile, all right? Right now, when I'm polishing a car, doing this paint correction, I got the machines going, I'm either sitting there with a brush, or I've got to grab the air compressor and blow it out. And again, it's one of those things that it's worked for a long time, it's gotten me to where I am, but like, it could be better, right? I would love to be able to do all my work in here, and instead of having the noise of the Rupes machines going and the air compressor, because it's only a pancake and it does fill up every time I use it basically, now I can clean my pads without hearing that machine go, all right? The way it works is really simple. It's kind of like a 3-piece system here, so I'll take one out. This is the main pump. This blue bucket is a catch basin, and then you've got the main bucket right here. I also ordered what I think will be a 1-year supply of their cleaner, which is this stuff right here, the Snappy Clean Boost. So you basically fill this up with water, not entirely, because you're gonna be limited by this right here. So you fill that up with water just to about here or so. You add the cleaning solution, into the bottom of the bucket, mix that around, it'll make like some bubbles. And once that's all dissolved, you stick this in on top. All right, from there, you've got this pump that extends down into that reservoir, which is filled with your cleaning solution. And now as I'm polishing a car, I've got these sort of edges here. And as the pad spins around these edges, it mimics, you know, if you've washed pads, when you're under the sink and you're like rubbing your thumbs through the pad, well, it just reverses that. Instead of moving your thumbs over a stationary pad, now you move your pad over these, you know, stationary bumps or, you know, whatever you want to call them there. Pump this, some water comes out with the solution and gets into the pad, releases that compound from here, and as you spin and dry the pad, it drains through the edge into this catch basin here, and so that never mixes with your clean solution on the bottom. And you can use this a couple of ways. You can use it throughout the polishing process to keep your pads clean as you're working, and you can also use it as a standalone cleaner. So instead of me taking my pads after a polishing session, running inside, you know, soaking them, sitting there, you know, however long under the sink, doing all that work, burning up like my hands, my forearms, I'll just be able to do everything right here, keep that stuff out of the kitchen, keep everything in the garage, and like I said, just make myself a little bit more efficient and take that sort of next step in things. So that pretty much wraps it up for this. You know, similar to the racks, we'll have some more footage on this as well, getting it set up, getting familiar with it, testing it out, using it for, you know, in the keeping pads clean in the middle of the process of polishing a car. Also at the end, what it's like cleaning with them, give it a little bit of review. So look out for that stuff in the future there. But for now, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Again, I'm Jesse from Island Aesthetics, and I'll see you guys on the next one.